What's up, toy lovers, toy haters, toy neutrals? Welcome to another episode of Shock and Awe Toy Reviews. Two idiots, one camera, and a review. I'm Wilson.
I'm a neutral.
And today we have another fine third-party Transformer. What are we reviewing?
We are reviewing MakeToys MTRM05 Wrestle from their remaster series.
And to most Transformers fans, that doesn't mean anything. It means Grapple. That's what you can tell because of the picture on the box that we don't care about. This is Grapple, and this is him in his cool-ass crane truck mode, as you can see. So this is it.
They can't see that.
Yeah, I know. It goes up really high, actually. Yeah. That's it extended all the way.
To rub it.
Yeah, and then you just push it in, and gently
pull it out a little
and
bit.
With time, it will shrink.
And cold water.
Yeah. So he does have the rubber wheels that I like.
Wilson loves the rubber wheels.
I do. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Likes,
loves, whatever. Some of them, they have some of these back ones have a bit of a problem rolling.
They seem to have a clearance issue with each other, and
now that may be because I don't think though it's mistransformation. Maybe it is because of this piece. But yeah, it's got the rubber wheels that I like. What's great about this, man, they nailed it on the look of the G1 toy. Especially in this mode. Like, they killed it. Because looking at it, totally looks exactly like the G1 toy that I remember. I have the Inferno G1 toy, and this is, Grapple is Inferno, just orange, I'm sure you know, Berg.
As a neutral Berg today, I have no idea. I have zero memory. I've seen people flipping out about these guys.
Yeah.
I have zero memory of either one of them.
You don't even remember Inferno?
I don't even remember Inferno. I apologize.
Good thing we're doing this review.
But from my research, he looks really good next to the G1 toy. I actually think he looks 1,000 times better than the G1 toy.
Yeah.
But,
he's a MakeToys exclusive. Somebody's gonna get him. Everyone, I'm sure. I ordered him through MakeToys. Paint wise, he's lacking a little bit. I personally think of what he does have is applied really, really well. I think. I'll ask your opinion on this. These stripes, I think, are painted on. I can't tell. But if they are, it's incredibly straight. Or are they like applied sticker kind of things?
I'm willing to say that they're stickers.
Okay.
Because, especially up here,
yeah,
you can kind of see there's a little bit of maybe, I don't know.
Seems like an edge almost. I kind of get what you're saying.
It looks maybe like an edge, like the way the light reflects off of it.
It's really hard to tell, but
it looks really sharp.
Yeah, but a lot of the colors are just flat. Like you just got flat silver here. There's not a lot of fine detail. I feel like I don't
know what these are called.
The grading, I guess.
Yeah, it looks really good. It does have some nice, they got the latches and stuff here. It would have been nice if they put a little more paint, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
This guy feels like a Reaper label special.
Oh yeah, so they're gonna label this up.
So, yeah, he looks really nice. I like the metallic orange that simulate the lights up here. Really nice.
The little windows coming off the side here are a nice touch, and they're flexible, so they're not gonna break. They're real bendable, so I'm not really worried about those at all. Everything really snaps in together real well. This guy is
Yeah, he's totally mistransformed.
Is he? Okay.
Oh no, he's not.
No.
No, he is. Yeah, there are tabs here that are not tabbed in properly. I don't know how to get them in.
Alright, well, that's on me. I've only transformed him twice, to be honest. I've been too busy playing with him, so. His wheels do spin, so. His transformation is great. It's like for a third-party toy, probably like the simplest third-party transformation I've had ever. Like, and these are the guys that made Chrome Dome, Coppola.
Sure.
Yeah, and he's nuts. I think personally.
Yeah, he's got a lot of crazy.
Yeah, no, this guy's just like they almost mimicked the G1 transformation. I mean, they pretty much did, with the exception of a couple of obviously advanced tweaks. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I can't gush about it enough.
We should point out that he does come with 2 accessories that he can actually store on.
That's
him.
another thing I really like. Yeah, he's got his gun can store in there, so it plugs in right in there. And then he's got his hose hand or his missile hand. Actually, that's it right there. So it plugs into the bottom of this crane area. That, and then it basically comes apart into 2 pieces, and it plugs into the bottom. It's flawless. It's great. I love it when they do things like that. It's a nice touch. And there's cool details you can see inside, little things in here. Nice tinted windows.
I like the tinted windows, so you can't, unless you're looking for it, see that his head's right there.
Right. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. And actually, for once, I think looking at the bottom, you can't really tell. Like, these are his hips, but like, these could be his arms, these could be his legs. You can't really tell, but when you look up, you're like, oh, they're his arms. So
yeah.
It's a nice touch.
All right, so let's get him in robot mode. Have some fun.
We'll be right after.
We'll be right after back. There is the Master Builder himself, Grapple. You remember that episode, don't you?
Master Blaster!
Oh, not Master Blaster, Master Builder.
I apparently, because I saw a picture of it on the internet.
Perfect.
I still have
no clue.
I just did more looking into this guy. Nope.
Nothing rings a bell.
The red one, kinda.
He's a fire truck.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 86 movie came out and I lost all memory except for Dinobots and Jetfire. Season 1 and 2, gone.
Gotcha. Alright, so yeah, he looks great. I still think he looks great. He is a bit of a departure from the G1 aesthetic. So I'm sure there's going to be some people out there not very happy.
How is he not? How is he different?
Well, his feet are certainly, he's got kind of bigger feet. His head, certainly, his face sculpt.
That's not a grapple.
It's more in line with, I'd say, the IDW kind of face.
Woohoo, IDW!
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, those kind of small things.
He's in IDW, that's not much.
He's not in IDW. Actually, he was. I think he was briefly on the Lost Light.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe
at the beginning.
He was one of the guys who died.
I think he was in the beginning. I think he was in the very beginning, one of the ones who went off. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, he's great. He's articulated. What I like about him is, and we can talk about it during the articulation here in a second, is he's got a lot of ratchet joints, which actually help him stand and stuff, even in his shoulders. Yeah, no, it actually holds real well when you
dun dun dun.
Controversy. Like in his shoulders, they're tighter, but yeah, it works real well.
He's got some cool shoulder.
Yeah. And again, his transformation is totally, like, for a third party, man, so simple. A couple of minor issues are these come untabbed right here a little bit sometimes, so you gotta get them stuck in real well. Other than that, it looks good. I like the face sculpts. I mean, some of the ones that you get a bunch of different faces. We'll look at those in a little bit. First, Berg's gonna take us through some articulation.
So he's got a ball jointed head. He's got super tight ratchet biceps, double jointed elbows, wrist swivel. All his thumb doesn't move. All his fingers are on one hinge. Due to the transformation, he does have some ab crunch. He can move his legs forward. Super tight thigh swivel. He does have double jointed knees, I believe, but they're super tight on the top one, or maybe just not. Great ankle tilt, forward, back, a lot of.
It's on a ball joint.
On a ball joint. I think, having played with him a little bit, he needs a better heel spur because he does have a lot of back weight.
Yeah.
So he tends to want to fall back a little bit.
I think they have you rely on this, quite honestly.
Yes. So yeah, and this can spin, and he's got, due to transformation, an extra shoulder joint, so he can get a little more back pose and stuff. The one thing I wish was articulated that is not is I wish this telescoped in this section one more. Because much like the Constructicon, who has that same problem,
Bone Crusher?
I'm drawing a complete blank, so I'm hoping you're right. But I wish that, because I think that really negatively affects my like the side view, like just
I gotcha.
Like, or at least if it like could fold up.
Scavenger.
I
think Scavenger. Yeah.
You can yell at us in the comments.
No.
Coraconia would know. Maybe he'll tell us. But yeah, or like if this could fold up in here or something, just. But, you know. Otherwise, yeah, he's great articulation. Paint-wise, I think you're right. He's still kind of plain.
Yeah.
He does, he's got like little pieces picked out, but not a lot of detail.
Yeah, there's not a lot of intricate detail. It's just kind of like a couple of flat colors.
He feels, the paint feel very much like a Hasbro paint job compared to like some third party.
Yeah. Which is kind of disappointing considering the price point on the guy. Accessories now, he's got his little missile thing, as we were saying before, it comes apart, so when you're putting it on his crane, that's how you stick it on. And you can put it on either hand, actually, believe it or not. He's got two hands because, as I'm sure you know, Rick, Inferno is the same kind of guy. But Inferno
is the other hand.
Uses the other hand, correct. So gotcha. He's got it. He can do it on that one.
He has his water blast or fire extinguisher.
Correct.
Hand.
Yes. He comes with his gun. It comes with the handle, and like Chrome Dome. He doesn't have the usual kind of like peg that plugs into the palm. Instead, it's molded a certain way to slide in specifically into the palm. So you have to get it just right, but once you do, he holds it like a champ.
Yeah, there's a channel that you have to slide it over.
It's pretty much a pain in the ass. I was at one point I was like hitting it every time, and then lately,
yeah, you get it.
and then you have a kid, and you never hit it again. You never want to.
That is not true.
Oh, see, there, got it. So then once you get, then, yeah, well, see, still. So whatever, it's give or take, but not too big of an issue with me. Not as big a problem as I have with the Masterpiece, where it's just like...
Side swipe.
Yeah, side swipe Masterpiece. Whew, man. I will mention, note that these hip skirts are one piece rather than two. So just be cautious of that, I guess, during transformation and stuff. Those will snap if you're not careful and you don't know that they don't move separately. He also comes with a bunch of great stuff. He comes with multiple faces for himself. I actually changed his face out. His original face was kind of angry, I believe. He comes with a shouting face, a frowny face, a neutral face, and a kind of grinning face. And I put the happy face on him because, as we all know, Grapple's happy and smile. I probably picked the worst one just because I knew nobody would like that one. It's like, man, some poor Asian kid made that, and like somebody's gotta use that, like it's gotta get some use. Plus, he was happy, man. He was always like smiling when he was building stuff. I mean, he was not a fighter, he's a lover. And as a bonus, and if you order from Make Toys, you gotta be careful too, because these things weren't actually in the Grapple box or the Wrestle box. They were on top. When I opened the packaging box, they were sitting on top of that box. If you have their hound, a gun dog, you get separate new faces for him too. You get 3 of them and new heads to put on them. They obviously give you the color for the cartoon version and then the toy version, which is the one that I have. And the faces on him are despicable. The faces, yeah, I mean, depends on what you think of them. I mean, I thought I dug some of them. I like the happy one enough to put it on there. So yeah, that's
options are cool.
Options are always good. It's better than nothing, right?
Display options are great.
So let's do some size comparisons.
Oh, Wilson's favorite.
The best part of this show.
So, just for some fun size comparison, here he is next to Unique Toys Mania King, aka Galvatron. They don't look particularly good together. He looks really short.
Yeah.
Here is Rambo.
So G2 size swipe.
Lambor. They look pretty good together, and because I love him so much, here he is next to Impactor. Makes him look kind of small. Here he is next to Nemesis
Rodimus Prime, or Shattered Glass Rodimus Prime, whichever way you want to go.
Or Mirror Universe Star Trek.
And here he is, next, standing behind Megatron's hand cannon. All right, so it's that time. Final thoughts, Mr. Berg. Why don't you go ahead and start?
He's fun to play with, and he's really good at what he does. I, again, have no idea.
He builds towers.
God bless him. You know, he's really trying. I'm gonna give him 3.5 hammers, just because I don't like his crane in robot mode, and the paint apps are kind of weak sauce. He's not a bad toy. I'd recommend him if you like the character, but meh.
Are you compelled at all to want to pick him up?
Not at all.
Or Inferno?
No.
Okay. Is that only because of no draw to the characters or any familiarity, or is it just the toy's not cool enough?
The toy does nothing for me. It's a fun toy, but I don't, he's a bland orange. He's not even
right.
And it's not a metallic orange. And I forgot to mention this when we were going over paints, but like he's got orange plastic in spots and painted orange. And depending upon the angle of the glare, you can kind of notice that, like,
don't match.
Yeah, it's like this is clearly a different color than that. It's not terrible, and I notice it more on robot mode than I did in alt mode. But yeah, he's a nice figure. If you're into him and you dig him, I don't really have any, there's no deal breakers at all. But I don't give a crap.
Right. Crap enough to drop that much cash.
I'll go spend cash on a 14th Impactor.
I was actually more interested in Inferno, but since there's like 3 Infernos coming out, right? And I was very interested in the look of the MakeToys Inferno, and I had known I liked their quality of like their Hound and stuff. So I decided to, and I thought Grapple was kind of a, again, he's one of those obscure characters. Like, why the f would you make a Grapple toy? So I was like, let's just try him out because it's gonna be like Inferno, and I had a blast playing with him. Man, like I think he's really fun. I was surprised, like his just the posability. Man, he can get a wide stance. Like his feet are really cool. Can maybe get a little. I'll bet they'll get a little loose, maybe, but I don't know.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
That I'm sure the audience, our fans, are wondering.
Maybe.
I know at least one of them is.
Yeah.
So, did you buy this expensive third-party toy?
Yeah.
Just so you could see if you're going to like their Inferno, or are you still going to buy Inferno?
I bought Inferno already. I bought Inferno based off of him.
So you bought him.
I was going to get an Inferno.
But you bought a $100+ toy to see if you would like him better than the other versions that you had no version, like. Yeah. Okay.
Because I liked Grapple. The fact that they made a Grapple toy.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if they're gonna make a Grapple toy, not only am I gonna be getting a Grapple toy, I'm also gonna be finding out if their Inferno toy is gonna be cool too.
But don't you think that the other people who are making Inferno toys could paint theirs orange and make Grapple as well?
I haven't seen that they have yet.
But
they could.
Have you not been in every third-party company repaints their toys?
That's fine, but as far as I've seen so far, these are the first ones to do it and given me an option where I can at least see it.
Okay.
You're not making any sense.
Did you buy this toy just to see if you'd buy another toy?
No, you're not listening to what I said.
You said I'm not making sense. That's what I'm asking.
No, I will repeat myself.
Well,
I was looking at Infernos, right? There was like 3. There's 3 coming down the pipeline. There is him. There's the X-Transbots one, which was probably one of the other one at the top of my list, and then Mastermind's Creations, which was the last one because his ears are like 30 feet long. Okay. Then I saw that MakeToys. Not only when I saw that they released Inferno, I saw, they're using him and they're doing Grapple. And they were the only ones that said, hey, we're also going to do Grapple. And I said, what the Someone's actually doing a Grapple toy. Nobody likes Grapple. I barely like Grapple, but I like him because he's a weird character, and I remember that episode where Optimus told him to go himself when he wanted to make that giant solar tower. You guys remember this episode, and him and Hoist got all uppity about it, and like then the Constructicons helped him make it, and so I said, yes, I'm going to buy that Grapple toy. So even if it turns out to be not as good, then I'll buy a better Inferno toy. Okay?
But you won't know if the other ones are better.
I don't care. But now that I've seen this, I've now decided that this is the Inferno toy that I want. Right? This is good enough. Like, I like him. He's awesome. Like, his transfer, it's G1 enough. The truck mode is so G1 and perfect. The transformation is so fun and easy. It's perfect. It's good enough for me. I give him 4 stars. Like, I totally agree with you. The paint apps are weak, but it's not enough to take away for the fun of the toy.
So you bought Road Rage to decide if you want to get Trex.
No, you idiot. I bought Trex first. I bought Trex to know if I wanted to get Road Rage.
You bought Road Rage.
No,
to decide that you wanted to buy Trex.
No, I bought Trex to know if I wanted to buy Road Rage.
But this is Road Rage.
No, that's Grapple.
But you.
I hope to God. All I'm saying is I hope they release a Hoist toy, a Hoist figure, a Hoist toy, so then I can just act that episode out where they're just like chilling and they make that. I get out my Combiner Wars, Devastator, and Constructicons, and we'll just act that scene out. The MP10 will come in and be like, hey, you can't make the Solar Tower. The Master Builder episode, man. Go watch it. It's a good episode. So that's been it for this episode of Shock and Awe Toy Reviews. Tell us what you think if you've had this toy, if you've checked them out, if you've had a chance, if you haven't. If you think I'm crazy, go ahead, let me know. He tells me all the time. Alright, if you think he's nuts, please tell him. No one tells him enough. And I think he needs to know. Alright? You can follow me on Twitter at Scabs.
Follow me at Reggie Smasher.
And please feel free. We'd love for you to visit our wonderful new Facebook page, Shock and Awe Toy Reviews on Facebook. Until then, like, subscribe, comment, have fun, go out, play with toys. Really suggest getting this guy and get Inferno. I pre-ordered him, or I ordered Inferno because of this guy. This guy, he's so much fun. Say bye. Bye, Berg. You Impactor!